met at a horse trade show, and his parents run the rodeo company that was putting on the trade show, and I came in for signing, not thinking anything of it. Sean was helping out with the signing, and I asked him for a ride back to the hotel, and then it just kind of went from there, and I thought, this guy's really cool, I'd like to get to know him. But by the end of the week that I was there, I thought, wow, you know, this guy is worth making this into a long-distance relationship, because we have so many things in common, and I sort of knew right away that I was going to be with this guy forever. He's incredible. He's everything that I ever imagined as a little girl, having someone who is into all the same things that I'm into.
Well, I had been thinking about it for a while, so I flew back to Ontario and asked her dad's permission, and then came back, and it was, once I had the ring in hand, it was pretty hard to wait for that special moment. You're sort of, you know, wanting to give it as soon as you can type thing, just because it's eating me inside. So it was a really nice day. I went and picked Amber up from set, and I brought the dogs. I said, let's go for, you know, take the dogs out to the mountains, and we went out in the mountains down to a river, and yeah, that's where
he proposed right by the river, and then brought out glasses of champagne, and it was very, very romantic. I was impressed. Having the wedding at the ranch was the most important thing to me, because this is where I feel the most comfortable. This is where I love to spend my time. So the most exciting, the most important day of my life, I wouldn't want to spend it anywhere else.
You know Amber. She's not like a typical person. She loves having lots of animals and always being outdoors, and Sean is kind of a perfect person to share that kind of life with her. The life they built here on the farm is kind of everything Amber has always wanted.
They're both cowboys. No, that's funny, but she can build a stall, make a dog pen, load a trailer. You know, she just does everything that the guys do too, you know.
I gotta clean out the chicken coop. Literally, I jumped up and I was like, okay, 7:30, gotta go back out the chicken coop before I shower and get ready. So I went and did that first. And then I went out and bought some bulk flowers for the bouquets. And the lady at the cash register, she goes, oh, you're buying so many beautiful flowers. Do you have an event going on this weekend? And I said, yeah, I'm getting married in a few hours. She goes, what are you doing here? So that was amusing. And then came home and just kind of finessed some decor and that kind of thing.
Amber went and brought the flowers in to me, and I just put them all together in little nosegays for the bridesmaids, and then her bouquet for the back of the horse.
I never thought about my wedding until about a week ago, when someone said, what are you doing? Do you have a plan? And I went, no, I have some ideas, and you know, we kind of collaborated and talked some things through, but I was never one of those girls who pictured myself walking down the aisle. I always knew I was going to get married, but a wedding to me it wasn't about that. For me, a wedding is about being with the person that you love, not about a big show or a big gathering or party or whatever. So I never had any ideas, and I never really had any expectations.
She was right inside a dream, and how very few people are fortunate enough to actually realize that in their life.
On the invitations it said no high heels, cowboy boots recommended. This is like 100% a Western wedding, exactly how I knew Amber would want to do it.
I knew she would do it in her own way, in her Amber way, which is also a very Amy way.
Just to be here and to be part of the ceremony, and for my daughter to be part of the ceremony, is really special to us.
She's got a great protector, Superman. They have so much in common that I know she's got her best friend with her too, and I don't have to worry as much.
They're a perfect match. It's like they were meant to meet.
It's every father's dream to have their son or daughter look so happy and be so happy. And Amber and Sean are that.
Here I am, riding in on a black horse on my wedding day, and Sean coming in on a helicopter. It was just so surreal.
Yeah, as Amber's coming down the aisle, you know, just looking at the most beautiful woman in the world. It was breathtaking. Like, it was amazing. And
I absolutely loved her dress. I want to take her dress, actually. I'm not kidding. I love her dress.
As I'm walking down the aisle, I'm thinking, there's all these people here watching me, but this isn't a show. I'm not on Heartland. This is my real life.
I'm just feeling so proud inside and maybe fighting back a couple tears.
I thought, wow, I came in an 83 Pinto for my wedding. I should have considered other options.
Amber coming down side saddle, that surprises me a little bit because she's all about one leg on each side, mine in the middle. But she looks so beautiful in that dress. I don't know where she got that dress. My gosh, it was so beautiful.
As I'm standing there looking at Sean, it was one of the most unique experiences I've ever felt in my life and will probably ever feel again. He was nervous, and it was just one of those perfect moments where he couldn't stop smiling, neither could I.
it was just, happy nervousness, I guess.
I call upon those persons present
to witness that I,
Amber Dawn Marshall,
do take you,
Sean David Turner,
to be my lawful wedded husband,
to
have and to hold, from this day forward, in whatever circumstances or experiences, life may hold for us.
Amber, I give you this ring.
That you may wear it
As
a lasting reminder of our marriage. And as a symbol of my love and commitment to you. Now, upon the authority vested in me by the province of Alberta, I declare you man and wife. Sean, you may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. and Mrs. Sean Turner.
It all came together, I was like, that was really cool. Like, that's exactly what I had hoped for.
I've never seen anything like it. This is by far the best wedding ever.
I cry at Heartland, so you can imagine when it's real.
I was always impressed with Amber from the very beginning, and when she introduced all of us to Sean, I saw a look in his eye that just told me that I think he was the guy that was going to take care of her. She was in good hands.
All the stress is over with, and then that's just, now it's time to enjoy the day, right?
When Amber met Sean, she said one thing to me. She said, I knew right away. Well, I thought for a second, does that mean she knew right away she could control him?
I met the boy, and I caught him in a moment where he was unsuspecting. And I said, are you going to marry her? Because I seen you kiss her. If you don't marry her, I'm going to kick your ass.
We had the pony in there, we had the dogs and the cats, and for us, animals are a very big part of our life, and that's why we wanted to have the wedding here.
They dance well together, and they practice a lot. They love to dance.
I think the first dance that you have is something that is a bonding moment between your daughter that is now not only still your daughter, but somebody else's wife.
Seeing my dad's face, it was just, he was so happy.
That's when it sinks in that I'm not the number one man anymore, Sean's the number one man. And I was just so proud. She looked so beautiful. She just was spectacular.
Well, here's here's my barn. Now, we just finished with a wedding last night, my wedding to be precise, so there's a little bit of garbage left over from the night before. We still have some cleaning to do, but I thought I would give you a little tour so that you could see what it's like. So I have nesting boxes for my chickens to lay in, but every once in a while a hen will find a secret little place where she wants to start her own little family. Now usually when this happens I'll just leave them and let her hatch them out. But here I'm going to collect these ones. I've always had animals in my life ever since I could walk, and I was always bringing home strays and lizards and whatever I could find, and I always knew that I wanted to live on a place that had the space to provide for them. So this is also where the doves live. Now the doves are free to go in and out as they please, but there's a storm blowing in and I think they all know it. So they seem a little spooked at the moment, but they're usually pretty quiet and calm. Now here is one of the baby doves. As you can see, not quite as attractive as they are when they grow up, but hey, still kind of cute. Well, here I am with some of my horses. I've got Cash, who's my 3-year-old quarter horse. I have Hawk, who's my 6-year-old quarter horse. And then in the background there is Tango, along with the little mini beside me, Talon. They're just all such amazing horses, and they all have such a nice attitude, and it's just so nice to be able to work with them all the time. I was drawing pictures of my ranch when I was 4, so I've been thinking about this for a really long time. I started working in a vet clinic when I was 13. So I always knew that I wanted to be out in the country and be able to have space for my animals, and Heartland just fit that lifestyle.